Good evening. You've come to the end of another long day, and there is nothing left for you to do now but rest. So let yourself arrive here, slowly, the way the evening arrives over a quiet town. Let your eyes close if they want to. Let your shoulders soften and fall away from your ears. You have been holding so much today, carrying it from morning until now, and you can set it down. All of it. It will keep until tomorrow. Breathe in, slow and easy, and let the breath go out even slower. Feel how the bed holds you, how it takes the whole weight of you so that your body doesn't have to work at all. Your hands can rest open. Your jaw can loosen. Wherever there is tightness, just let a little warmth move into it, the way warmth moves into a room when a single lamp is lit. You don't need to be anyone tonight. You don't need to impress anyone or fix anything or be grand or important. You only need to lie here and listen and let an old gentle story carry you down into sleep. So let me tell you a story about a meal. A simple meal served in a small house long ago. And as I tell it, let yourself sink deeper and deeper into the soft dark of rest. Before we begin, take one more slow breath all the way down and let it go with a sigh if it wants to come. Notice the weight of your head on the pillow, the warmth gathering wherever your body meets the bed. Let your feet fall a little outward. Let your fingers uncurl. There is nowhere you need to be and nothing you need to do for the rest of this night. The story will come to you on its own. You don't have to follow it closely or remember any of it. You can let the words wash over you like warm water, and if you drift off before the end, that is exactly right. That is what this is for. Long ago, before the great war that the world would remember forever, there was still a chance for peace. And so Krishna himself agreed to travel to the city of Hastinapura, to the court of the proud Kauravas as a messenger. He went hoping to stop the war before it began, to speak for peace, to find some quiet path that might spare so many lives. He came not as a god demanding worship, but as a friend, riding into the city gates while the people leaned from their windows and rooftops to catch a glimpse of him. Picture that city as the evening came on. The wide stone streets, still warm from the day's sun. The smell of cooking fires and flowers drifting on the air. The murmur of a city settling toward night, lamps being lit in doorways, children being called inside. And through it all, Krishna, calm and unhurried, his dark eyes gentle, moving among them like a quiet promise of peace. Everyone wanted him near. Everyone wanted to offer him something. And the greatest among them wanted to offer him the most. Now the Prince Duryodhana, proud and ambitious, was thrilled that Krishna had come to his city. He wanted to impress this honored guest. He wanted to show off the wealth and the splendor of his kingdom. He wanted Krishna to see how great he was, how rich, how powerful, how worthy of admiration. And so, thinking only of how grand it would all look, he ordered the finest banquet to be prepared. Imagine the great hall, long tables of polished wood, golden plates and cups gleaming in the lamplight, servants carrying in dish after dish, sweets soaked in honey, rice perfumed with saffron, fruits piled high in silver bowls. Every luxury a kingdom could offer was laid out, shining, waiting. The whole palace smelled of richness and spice. Duryodhana stood among it all and invited Krishna to sit and eat, certain that no one could refuse such a feast. But Krishna, gentle and unhurried, smiled and shook his head. He spoke kindly, but he would not stay. One should eat the food of another, he said softly, only when there is love in the giving, or when one is truly in need. I am not in need. And this food, though it is fine, is offered to flatter me, not to love me. The feast was magnificent, but it was empty at its heart. It was made of pride, not affection. And so, with no anger and no harsh word, Krishna gently turned away from the golden hall, the great banquet untouched behind him. Feel as you listen how easy it is to let go of something that only looks like richness. Let your own grip soften. You don't need the grand things tonight either. Just keep breathing, slow and deep. Krishna walked out into the evening streets of the city, and he knew exactly where he wished to go. There lived in Hastinapura a wise and gentle man named Vidura. Vidura was of humble birth, a half-brother to the royal line, never a king, never rich, never powerful in the way the world counts power. But Vidura's heart was clear and true. He had loved Krishna all his life, quietly, completely, without ever asking for anything in return. And his little house, plain as it was full of something the palace did not have. When Vidura saw Krishna coming up the narrow lane to his door, in the soft light of evening, he could hardly believe his eyes. His heart filled until it nearly overflowed. Krishna, the beloved of his whole life, had come past every palace and every king to stand at his humble threshold. Vidura welcomed him in with trembling, joyful hands and led him into the small, warm rooms of his home. Imagine that little house at dusk. A low doorway, a worn wooden step, a single lamp burning in the corner, its flames steady and golden. A simple mat on the floor where a guest might sit. The walls plain, the room small, everything modest and clean and cared for. There was no grandeur anywhere in it. But there was a feeling in that house, a warmth that had nothing to do with the lamp, a sweetness in the very air. It was the warmth of a place where someone is truly loved. And Krishna, who had walked away from a hall of gold, came into that little house and seemed to breathe out at last, as if he had been longing for exactly this all along. The house was modest. There were no golden plates, no rows of servants, no perfumed rice. There was only the plain, simple food of a humble home, a little rice, perhaps some vegetables, some fruit set out on modest dishes. But every bit of it was soaked through with love. And Krishna sat down in that small warm room as though he had finally come home, and he ate with more joy than any king has ever felt at any feast. Now, in the most loving tellings of this story, something tender happens. Vidura's wife, his devoted, gentle wife, was so overwhelmed at the sight of Krishna in her own little house that she lost herself entirely. Her heart was so full of love and wonder that she could no longer think at all. She wanted only to feed him, to care for him, to give him the sweetest fruit she had. And so, in a daze of pure devotion, gazing only at his face, she began to peel bananas, and she handed him the skins and set the soft fruit aside without ever noticing. She was so lost in loving him that she did not see what her own hands were doing. And Krishna ate the banana skins. He ate them happily, peacefully, with quiet delight, as though they were the finest food in all the world. Because to him they were. They were offered with a love so pure and so complete that the woman serving them had forgotten herself entirely. And that love made the humblest thing into a feast fit for the divine. In some tellings, when Vidura himself noticed and gently pointed out what his wife had done, Krishna only smiled and went on eating, as content as could be. For he was not tasting the fruit or the skin at all. He was tasting the love behind it. He was being fed by the heart of the one who served him, and that heart was so full, so true, so completely given over that nothing else mattered. The peel of a banana, offered like that, was sweeter to him than all the honeyed sweets of the palace. And so he ate, and he was glad, and the little house was filled with a happiness no gold could ever buy. Let that settle into you now, like warmth settling into tired muscles. The banquet of gold, offered to impress, he gently turned away. The banana skins, offered in helpless self-forgetting love, he received with joy. It was never the richness of the food. It was never the splendor of the table. It was only ever the love. This is the whole quiet heart of it really. The whole wisdom of the Gita, told in a single evening meal. You do not need grandeur to be loved or to give love. You do not need a golden hall. You do not need to be impressive or wealthy or important. You need only an open, sincere heart, and that small true thing is worth more than all the treasures of a kingdom. And how restful that is to know when you are tired. So much of our weariness comes from the trying, from the effort to be more, to do more, to make our offering grand enough that it might finally be enough. But here is Krishna, turning gently from the gold, sitting happily in the little house, eating the humble fruit, even the skins, with quiet joy. He was never asking for grandeur. He was only ever asking for love. And love is the one thing that costs nothing and weighs nothing, the one thing you can give even when you are this tired, even when you have nothing else left. A small, true, tender feeling, that is the whole feast. So tonight, you don't have to bring anything grand to your rest. You don't have to have done enough, or been enough, or earned your sleep. You can come just as you are, plain and tired and human, to the humble little table of your own heart. And there simple love is waiting, the love that nourishes, the love that asks nothing, the love that receives you exactly as you are. Picture it now, that small warm room in the soft lamplight. Krishna sitting peacefully, content, fed by love alone. The evening quiet all around the little house. No grandeur, no noise, no striving. Only warmth, only welcome, only rest. And let yourself be in that room somewhere in the gentle glow, settling down for the night. Feel how heavy your body has become. Feel how the day has finally let go of you. Your breathing is slow now, slower than before, deep and easy, like the slow rise and fall of a sleeping child. There is nothing to impress, nothing to prove, nothing to carry. You have come to the humble table, and you have been welcomed, and now you may simply rest. Let go of any sense that you should have done more today, that you should have been grander, busier, more impressive. None of that was ever what mattered. Like the simple food in Vidura's house, the small and ordinary things you offered with love were always enough. Let that thought be soft and forgiving as it moves through you, smoothing away the last of the day's striving. You did enough. You were enough. And now you are allowed to rest. Let your thoughts grow soft and far away, like voices in another room. Let the warm dark gather you in. The simple meal is eaten, the lamp burns low, and the whole house is quiet. You are held. You are loved, just as plainly and truly as you are. and that is more than enough. Outside the little house, the city has gone quiet too. The streets are empty now, cooling in the night air. The last lamps in the windows are being snuffed out one by one. The proud palace stands dark and silent, its golden banquet long forgotten. But here, in this small warm room, the love still glows, soft and steady, the way it always has. And you are inside that glow now, somewhere in the gentle lamplight, lying down for the night where you are wanted and welcomed and entirely safe. There is nothing left to do now, only to breathe and to drift and to sink down into the deep and gentle dark. Let the little house hold you the way it held him. Let the lamplight grow dimmer and softer until even the light seems to be falling asleep. Let your shoulders soften one more time. Let the last small holding melt away. Feel your breath grow slower still, and your body sink a little deeper into the warmth that holds you. You need some rest now, and rest has come for you, kind and quiet as Krishna at a humble door. There is nothing more to do but receive it, the way he received that simple meal, with an open and grateful heart. Rest now. Breathe slow. Good night.